Thank you all for being here. One thing for this briefing that we wanted to talk about is to let you guys know that we do have a suspect in custody. We won't be releasing any more information on that at this time. He did turn himself in to the police department, to the Kansas City, Missouri Police Department, so we're working with our local and regional partners to make sure that this case is handled in the way it needs to be handled. I also sadly have to report that our Officer Daniel Vasquez, has died from his injuries. Officer Vasquez is a 2-year member of our department, 32 years old, shining star for our department. All these are tragedies, but to see such a young person so early on in his career lose his life to such senseless violence is just unfathomable. So the Fraternal Order of Police Lodge 50 is going to be in the process of setting up an online portal for anybody that wants to donate to Officer Vasquez's family. We want to make sure that we avoid any fraudulent GoFundMe pages or anything like that. So with that, I'll be happy to answer any questions. I haven't been down here at the scene at all today. I've been at the hospital, so I may not have the answers that you may have questions to, but I'll have to try to answer anything that I can. The mayor has another quick statement, and then we'll take your questions.
It's been very brief. It's turned from a sad day to a tragic day, and as I said earlier, I know the whole North Kansas City community stands behind our police force. We'll be here for the family. We'll be here for all our other employees. So please, if you need anything, reach out. Follow our social media channels. It's, as I said, it's just a tragic day. It's a tragic day. So,
Any questions?
Do you know where in Kansas City, Missouri, I would assume the suspect was caught?
North of the river. He was still caught north of the river. In Kansas City, Missouri. Yes, sir. 32 years old. Yes.
You miss spelling as well.
Vasquez. Vasquez.
D-A-N-I.
Yeah, yes, sir. I do not.
What was the officer's first name?
Daniel. Yes. He did not have any children.
Chief, I don't know if you mentioned this, it was hard to hear back here, but would you be able to say a few words about the officer, what type of person he was like?
A phenomenal person. He was a shining star in our department. He was easy to talk to. He didn't have an enemy. Everybody was his friend. It's senseless. It's senseless all the time, but he was just a great human being.
Did you ever think that you'd be doing something like this in your time as a police chief?
I always have thought about it and never wanted to. Never wanted to.
Is this the first officer death in North Kansas City?
Yes, this is the first line of duty death for a North Kansas City police officer.
I know this is an emotional time for the department and for the city. I mean, what is the next step for you in trying to, help those that are part of your department that might be struggling in that regard?
Those steps have already underway. A phenomenal peer support network within our community. Faith-based groups have already offered to help out. Our local and regional partners have just been unwavering in their support for our people. So those processes are already starting, and the best thing is that we can be there for our officers, for their families, and for the family of Officer Vasquez.
How close is the North Kansas City Police Department? It's a small city. Are you guys a tight group? Can you describe kind of camaraderie that you?
It is a small department, and with small departments like a small city, you know each other. You know each other's personal likes and dislikes, and what people like to do for fun. It is a tight knit department, and it's gonna be a struggle for a while for our officers to come to grips with that and be ready to still go out and do the job, because the job still has to be done. Crime doesn't quit, unfortunately.
Chief, I don't know if it would be you to answer this or the sheriff, but in regards to that person of interest that's in custody, is that person known by law enforcement, say your department or, area law enforcement?
I don't have enough information on that to be able to answer that. So,
Is willing to release a name?
no. I think this is our last live briefing for the day. We appreciate you all coming out and sitting out here in the heat as we kind of work through some of the details. As you can imagine, there's a lot of moving pieces in all of these investigations. So thank you. We appreciate your support, and anything else will be released through Kansas City, Missouri's media department at this point, because they're taking over the lead on the investigation for us. Okay. Thank you.